Hi, my name is Adrian Orris and I'm currently living in Guatemala. While I'm in Guatemala, what I'm working on right now is starting up a school and building a hospital project in an area where there were no schools and no opportunities for kids to have education, and there are no hospitals. And after 14 years of living here, the family that's been living here decided to build a hospital because they were tired of watching people die from not having the treatment. The closest hospital from us is about 3 hours away, and most of the people won't go because there's a lot of discrimination where if they do go to the hospital, a lot of them aren't treated. And so over time we just realized that God was calling us to put in a hospital, and we're putting in a school at the same time because we will need people to staff that hospital. And so my main focus has been on the school and helping the people at the school because I have the background for that. I was a teacher for 10 years. And before I was a teacher, I actually lived in Union City, and I graduated from Union City High School while I was there. What I want to do is show you just a little bit more of the school. It's a lot different than the schools that you would have in Pennsylvania. The school here, we have 6 rooms in the school, and you can see over to this side there's 3 rooms that are in this hallway, and on the other side there's 3 rooms also. And our school actually faces a courtyard outside. I like to take my kids outside to do a lot of the learning. But in Guatemala, a lot of the space that they live in is outside because the weather here is always nice. We never have to have heat. We never have to have air conditioning or anything like that. So this is what the school looks like. And now I'm just going to take you into one of the classrooms. You can see here we've got English classrooms, and this is the classroom that I teach in. Inside, it will look like kind of a classroom like you have. We've got a chalkboard inside, and then we have some desks and a table that we teach from. So a lot of it looks like a school like you would be used to, except that we don't have a lot of the things that you have. Standing in front of the school, and this is what the school looks like from the outside. Why I wanted to teach here is because the kids have very little opportunity to have an education beyond 5th grade, and so we would like for them to have an opportunity so that they don't have to just work in a field. We have some very smart students in our school that have the opportunity to go on and to work towards being nurses and doctors that will help staff our hospital. And I wanted to show you the cornfields and the mountains that are right next door to the school. And of course we have some cows that live right next door to us also. I believe that God has something very special for you to do in your life. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what it is that God has for you and what God's asking you to do sometimes. Being a missionary is just part of spreading God's word and spreading God's love to other people. But we can do this in our backyards, we can do this with our neighbors and in our schools and with our friends always. Sometimes we dream about going to different countries, and we read about different people who are working in different countries, and when we do this we start to think ourselves that we have to be able to be in a different country in order to share God's love with other people. But my encouragement to you is to make sure that you're doing that every day. I'm here in Guatemala trying to establish a school that's based on God's principles and teaching the students here about Jesus' love so that they can serve in the hospital with the love and compassion that Jesus would. But I encourage you as you go through the summer and as you start a new school year to also share the love and the truth and the joy that Jesus has given you with those kids that are around you as well.